Decline. Decline. The stock market declined this week. The temperature has been declining for weeks. The population in this city has been in decline for years.
Decoration. Decoration. The decorations for the Christmas tree were beautiful. The decorations for the party were very colorful. The decorations for the wedding were stunning.
Decrease. Decrease. The number of people in the theater decreased steadily. The number of people using public transport has decreased. The population of the city has decreased over the years.
Deeply. Deeply. She was deeply in love with him. The water was deeply blue. The snow was deeply white.
Defeat. Defeat. The team was defeated in the final match. The army was defeated in the battle. The candidate was defeated in the election.
Defense. Defense. The team had a strong defense. The castle had a strong defense. The city had a strong defense.
Defend. Defend. The lawyer defended her client in court. The soldier defended his country. The politician defended his policies.
Delay. Delay. The train was delayed due to the weather. The flight was delayed due to technical issues. The meeting was delayed due to a power outage.
Deliberate. Deliberate. He made a deliberate effort to be on time. She made a deliberate choice to speak up. He made a deliberate mistake to get attention.
Deliberately. Deliberately. She deliberately avoided talking to him. He deliberately dropped his books. He deliberately missed the deadline.
Delight. Delight. The children were delighted to see the snow. The audience was delighted with the performance. The couple were delighted to be getting married.
Delighted. Delighted. She was delighted to get the job. He was delighted to see her. They were delighted to be invited.
Delivery. Delivery. The delivery of the package was on time. The delivery of the food was fast. The delivery of the mail was delayed.
Demand. Demand. The demand for the product is increasing. The demand for electricity is high. The demand for housing is increasing.
Demonstrate. Demonstrate. She demonstrated her skills to the audience. He demonstrated his ability to the employer. They demonstrated their understanding of the topic.
Deny. Deny. He denied the allegations. She denied knowing anything about the incident. They denied being at the location.
Depressed. Depressed. She was feeling depressed. He was feeling depressed. They were feeling depressed.
Depressing. Depressing. The news was depressing. The weather was depressing. The situation was depressing.
Depth. Depth. The depth of the lake was unknown. The depth of the ocean was measured. The depth of the hole was measured.
Deserve. Deserve. She deserved to get the job. He deserved to get the promotion. They deserved to be happy.
Desire. Desire. She had a desire to travel. He had a desire to succeed. They had a desire to be rich.
Desperate. Desperate. She was desperate for a job. He was desperate for money. They were desperate for help.
Detailed. Detailed. The report was detailed. The instructions were detailed. The map was detailed.
Detect. Detect. The police detected the criminals. The scientists detected the virus. The engineers detected the issue.
Dig. Dig. He dug a hole in the ground. She dug a hole in the sand. They dug a hole in the garden.
Disc. Disc. The disc was spinning round and round. The disc was spinning fast. The disc was spinning slowly.
Discipline. Discipline. He had good discipline. She had good discipline. They had good discipline.
Dishonest. Dishonest. He was dishonest about his past. She was dishonest about her intentions. They were dishonest about their activities.
Disc. Disc. The disc was spinning round and round. The disc was spinning fast. The disc was spinning slowly.
Dismiss. Dismiss. The teacher dismissed the class. The manager dismissed the employee. The judge dismissed the case.
Display. Display. The store had a display of the products. The museum had a display of the artifacts. The store had a display of the clothing.
Distribute. Distribute. The company distributed the products. The charity distributed the food. The government distributed the funds.
Distribution. Distribution. The distribution of the money was fair. The distribution of the resources was equal. The distribution of the wealth was unequal.
District. District. The district was very large. The district was very small. The district was very diverse.
Divide. Divide. The river divided the two countries. The road divided the two towns. The fence divided the two properties.
Division. Division. The division of the company was announced. The division of the team was unfair. The division of the wealth was unequal.
Domestic. Domestic. The domestic cat was very friendly. The domestic dog was very loyal. The domestic bird was very noisy.
Dominate. Dominate. He dominated the conversation. She dominated the market. They dominated the industry.
Downwards. Downwards. The graph showed a downwards trend. The arrow pointed downwards. The trend was going downwards.
Dozen. Dozen. There were a dozen eggs in the basket. There were a dozen people in the room. There were a dozen cars in the parking lot.
Draft. Draft. She wrote a draft of the report. He wrote a draft of the proposal. They wrote a draft of the essay.
Drag. Drag. She dragged the suitcase behind her. He dragged the box behind him. They dragged the furniture behind them.
Dramatic. Dramatic. The news was very dramatic. The scene was very dramatic. The change was very dramatic.
Edit. Edit. She edited the document. He edited the text. They edited the video.
Edition. Edition. This is the 5th edition of the book. This is the 2nd edition of the magazine. This is the 7th edition of the software.
Efficient. Efficient. She was efficient in her work. He was efficient in his tasks. They were efficient in their duties.
Elderly. Elderly. The elderly man was walking slowly. The elderly woman was walking with a cane. The elderly couple was walking with a dog.
Elect. Elect. The people elected a new president. The people elected a new mayor. The people elected a new leader.
Elsewhere. Elsewhere. We will meet elsewhere. We will go elsewhere. We will live elsewhere.